Well, that ice block I showed you guys like a while ago finally melted. That thing was frozen for like forever. But not anymore. It is now officially melted. And it's really warm outside. So, you might be wondering, after I put this bag down, why am I in a winter coat? And the answer to that, despite the fact that it is 50 degrees outside and very, very innocent looking. So we're in a winter storm warning. Gotta watch a warning. Yeah, so apparently the temperature is supposed to drop like a rock today. And by the time I get home, it's, I don't think, quite going to be snowing yet. Yes, I did say the S word. But it is definitely going to be freezing. Oops, sorry about that. I have smacked into the camera with my seatbelt. Buckle up, children. It's always important. Trademark. Just in case your car dies, hopefully you won't. There. Trademark. Nock's vlog supports putting your damn seatbelt on. I said I was gonna curse. That lasted 1 minute and 30 seconds. Oh well. Whatever. I was like, I'm gonna try not to curse today. At least it was only the D word. That's like the least offensive out of all the curse words. What curse words are probably the most offensive? Probably the 6-letter F word and the 6-letter N word. Well, the N word are probably the two most offensive. Because nobody really, and then followed probably by the C word. So the 4-letter U C word, C-U. It's really funny trying not to curse. We're trying to talk about curse words in a blog where I said I wasn't gonna curse. I don't know. But yeah, so I'd say those are probably the top 3. The C-U, 4-letter C word, the 2, and then the 2 double G words, F double G and double G. Those are probably the most offensive of the words. Because even though the 4-letter F word is probably supposed to be like the most offensive, like you're like, oh, that's the one you can't say. Everybody uses it so much and nobody cares anymore. Nobody gives a 4-letter F word. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting to think about. I mean, to be fair, I obviously don't support censorship in any way, but I also were like, yeah, you know, I swear a lot. And I told Sarah over the weekend, I was like, I try to reserve my uses of some of these words just so that they can actually have effect. Because it's just kind of like, well, if I says it that often, it doesn't mean anything. Oh well. Let us move forward. Let us continue on towards the train station. Anyway, it is 10:46 in the morning, heading to the 11:02, not the 11:04, as I was about to let loose and let slip. You're going to the 11:02 train to go downtown. As you can tell, that is in less than 20 minutes, so I was being lazy. And look, it's this truck again. Oh God. Here we go. Let's get in there before anything stupid happens. Yeah, but today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday the, I know it's day 781. It's the 9th. I think it's the 9th. I uploaded the vlog this morning. I should know that, yeah. I like how it's become that then. For once. I don't think that's ever happened before, that I know the vlog day off the top of my head, but not the actual day of the everything. Also, you know what's weird? I talked about this a while ago before it actually happened, but it happened now. Literally 1/10 of my life exists somewhere on the internet. Or well, not completely 1/10. Let's get out of the way. That's a school bus and a truck going through that. Let's not deal with that at all. Yeah, 1/10 of my life. It's been more than 1/10 now. As of day February 2nd, whatever that day that was. That was the day where it was like literally 10% of my life from the day that the vlog started, December 21st, 2014 to, well, today, or, well, then. More than that now. Which is just really weird to think about. That's really, really weird. Like, if you were to pick any one of the days that I have been alive, you have about a 1 in 10 chance of finding it in that date range on the internet. Not necessarily in a finished vlog form, because some of those days I obviously didn't vlog. Like, the vlog doesn't really exist from like the late 200s, or the mid 200s to the mid 300s or so. I mean, there are 600 vlogs online, I think. I think it's a little more than that. I forget. Because, I mean, the counter isn't like the sheer number of days, it's the day from that day. If that makes any sense at all. Oh well. Anyway, real quick, today's schedule before I have to go park. Today is a busy day because it's, or not really that busy, it's 6 hours of class. And, yeah, let's see here. Let us not be bothered by people. There's that train. I don't know what time that's even supposed to come, but we can probably be there before that happens. Yeah, production workshop. Let's go park right next to my sister. Or at least, kind of near my sister. Production workshop, film comedy. Go. I am so hot in this jacket, it's not even funny. This is literally the calm before the storm. Because it is going to drop like a rock. It is absolutely going to drop like a rock. Here, let's ignore their loud music. Let's actually look at the weather report. Shall we? That sounds like a good idea. Let's see just how quickly that, once we get through this, we're going to drop like a rock. Because I am legitimately curious. Let's see here. It is 61 degrees right now. 61. And then there's a winter storm possibly likely tonight. That doesn't say it. I don't know what does. All right, let's look at the hourly. Let's see here. So 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. is still 55 degrees. You know, about normal. 6 p.m. drops, it's all the way to 51. 7 to 49. 8 to 47. 9 to 46. It's going to be like 43 degrees by night. And it is going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. We hit 32 at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And it still keeps dropping. It's going to be 30 at noon. So this is as high as it's getting. It's going to be, let's see here, by the time I'm done class at 9 p.m. tonight, it's literally going to be 15 degrees colder. That's a pretty drastic change. So yeah, and again, we're expecting some snow, I'm not sure how much. Yeah, calm before the storm for sure.
Check 30 shoes next, 30 shoes next.
Well, it is really warm outside still. I think it's supposed to start dropping. Liz and I decided to eat outside at the Subway because we wanted to go somewhere quick. I think this is the first time I've ever eaten out here, and if so, and if not, it's certainly the first time in a long while. But Liz and I, it's now after production workshop, it is 2:57, and Liz and I spent the morning kind of concocting our new battle plan for this weekend, which I think after this, because I have to go after the equipment room opens again because they're closed midday on Wednesday for stock. I'm going to go down there and order another H6, more mics, and more cable. I mean, I blame whatever idiots broke the Nomad in the first place. It's supposed to be back at some point. Maybe if we're lucky, maybe if we are really, really lucky, it will be back by the time we go to shoot and they will let us switch to it. Not keeping our fingers crossed, we're going with backup battle plan for the moment.
I am. Speak for yourself, I am.
Okay. Well, I mean, regardless, we still gotta put the backup battle plan in play. So.
Sorry guys, I have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to me.
Well, yeah, because of Liz's finger. Did we ever cover your finger? I don't know that we covered your finger. There was one take, and of course it was in the dailies we showed today, where Liz managed to...
You could fucking hear it.
Yeah, but you trapped your hand between the boom pole and a shelf very loudly. And yeah, you dislocated it is the current verdict. So you've got an appointment now to go get that fixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and actually eat something so that I can be ready to go back down and place that order. And hope that they'll let me take out a second mixer. Which is a completely ridiculous thing to ask for. And I also realized that this might be the first production at Drexel that has been not multicam, but multi-mixer.
John will be proud.
I don't know that we've ever done that before. I mean, John was just like, yeah, we have enough mixers. We have more audio equipment than every other time, because I did get to talk to him briefly this morning.
Yeah.
Oh well. Food time, then time to go fix this order. It is so much colder outside than it was 3 hours ago when I went to class. It's literally like 10 degrees colder. All right, back in the car. Let's head home. Say that every time, but it's still true. Let us gallop on over and head straight for the exit. Because that is always something that I would like to do anyway. A couple things that are concerning now. Wednesday was pretty much normal, nothing breaking to talk about other than what I already covered with the sound stuff. So, tomorrow, interesting day. As I was mentioning this morning, temperature's rapidly dropping. Shit's gonna get bad. So it's supposed to start raining, I've heard now. It's obviously not, not raining, snowing. It's supposed to start, I think, sometime around 4 a.m. and then not stop until like 4 p.m., which is, of course, like the exact worst possible time it can happen for any sort of rush hour type of deal, because people always wait until the last minute to cancel things. And now that Drexel's any stranger to canceling things very, very late. But, so yeah. And I would be tempted, like, oh, if it's going to be that bad, I might be tempted to skip, but no, I can't skip tomorrow. I have a midterm. So that's bad. Because, you know, if something happens to the regional rail, I get kind of screwed, because the L is already screwed up, and I have to go in, well, I have my 9:30 a.m. class. So if I have to go in on the L during rush hour, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Yeah, that's very overcrowded conditions. Plus, I have to get to the L in the first place, which I guess I would have to do by somebody dropping me off down at the 66, because I sure wouldn't want to walk in the snow. It's bad. It's bad either way you spin it, and I'm not quite certain how I'm going to work this out. And I know it's a cheap thing to say that I wish Drexel would cancel classes, but honestly, if it's going to be as bad as they're predicting, and what they're saying right now is I've seen 4 to 7 inches at the most recent estimate, which at that time is just enough to screw everything over, especially because it's not going to stop, just the time frame it is. And things like Philadelphia Public Schools have already canceled this. Honestly, it would make my life so much easier if Drexel would actually just cancel classes. Now, I do think that we cancel classes way too often because of snow, but honestly, just that time frame and that amount of snow that it's hitting is bad. That's a bad snow cancel right there. Assuming it comes when they're predicting it, obviously I don't want to make Drexel make an early call, because I do still feel like School District of Philly called way too early, but considering it's still 40 degrees outside, I don't know how much it's going to set just because it's been so warm as well, which is another thing. But so I guess really I'm just kind of concerned, and we'll just have to wait and see tomorrow morning what actually happens. Fun.